You know that feeling, right? You wake up one morning, you are absolutely determined to change your life, only to find that making those big changes actually stick is, well, the hardest part. Today, we're going to look at a completely different way to do things, a gentler path to real, lasting improvement.
So let's be honest. Does this sound familiar? It's the new year, and you decide this is the year. You're going to wake up at 5 a.m., you're going to run a marathon, learn Italian, and completely change your diet. All at once. We've all done it. We make these huge, ambitious plans to basically become a whole new person overnight.
But what almost always happens next? We hit a wall. The sheer size of that change just becomes overwhelming. We feel tired, a little defeated, and pretty soon, we just stop. That right there is the all-or-nothing trap. It's this really frustrating cycle, especially when you're already juggling a busy life, and honestly, it's a fast track straight to burn.
Okay, so if that huge, revolutionary approach doesn't really work for most of us, what does? Well, let's talk about a philosophy that takes the exact opposite approach. Let's talk about something called Kaizen. So the word Kaizen actually comes from two Japanese words, Kai, which means change, and Zen, which means for the better. At its heart, it's a philosophy of continuous improvement. But here's the key. It's all about small, meaningful steps. So instead of a giant leap, you just take one tiny step forward every single day. It's all about progress, not perfection.
And to really get what Kaizen is, it actually helps to see what it's not. It's often compared to this other idea, kaikaku, which means radical change. Kaikaku, that's your massive New Year's resolution. It's high risk, it's disruptive. Kaizen is the complete opposite. It's low risk, it's gradual, and it's ongoing. Think of it as evolution, not revolution.
Okay, so small steps. It sounds nice, right? But does it actually work? I mean, can tiny little changes really lead to big results? The answer is a huge, resounding yes. Let's take a look at the incredible power of just improving by 1%.
This one little number represents a really powerful concept. It's called the aggregation of marginal gains. And you know what? There is no better story to show how this works than the amazing turnaround of the British cycling team. So get this, for a whole century, the team was pretty average. They'd only won a single gold medal in all that time. Then, this new coach, Dave Brailsford, comes in and decides to improve everything by just 1%. And when I say everything, I mean everything. They looked at the comfort of the bike seats, the grip on the tires, the best massage gels. They even figured out the best pillows for a good night's sleep. Each change on its own was tiny, but when you added them all up, the effect was unbelievable. They ended up completely dominating the sport for years.
So here's the real takeaway. This isn't some magic trick. It's just simple math. Little gains, when you make them consistently over time, they compound into something huge. It's all about building a system for progress that you can actually stick with, not just hoping for some one-time fluke.
But why is this gentle approach so much more effective than a massive overhaul? Well, it all comes down to psychology. See, Kaizen is designed to work with our brain's natural tendencies, not fight against them.
This really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? I mean, trying to cram a new skill into one night is just stressful, and it doesn't really work. But what about just 15 minutes a day? That feels totally doable, right? It's sustainable, and over time, that's how you get to real mastery.
So here's how it actually works inside your head. First, a tiny step, like say walking for just 5 minutes. It's so small that it doesn't set off your brain's fear of change. There's basically zero mental resistance. Second, when you do that small thing, you get a little win, and that builds your confidence. You prove to yourself, hey, I can do this. And third, all these little wins start to create momentum. Each success makes the next one just a little bit easier, and you build this amazing positive feedback loop.
And the outcome of working with your brain this way? Well, it's pretty much exactly what we're all looking for. By making change feel manageable, we cut down on the stress and anxiety that so often lead us to procrastinate and eventually burn out. It's just a gentler, more sustainable way to grow.
All right, theory is great, but let's make this real. How can you start your own Kaizen journey, like right now? It's actually a lot simpler than you might think.
Okay, first things first. Let's set ourselves up for success by not falling into the most common traps. Remember, the whole point of Kaizen is that it's gradual, so don't expect a massive transformation by tomorrow. And think back to that cycling team. They improved everything by 1%, but they did it systematically. Start with just one small area, not 10.
So, what could this actually look like in your life, starting today? Think about these micro habits. They're not scary, right? They take less than 10 minutes. Just drink 1 extra glass of water. Walk around the block just once. Tidy 1 counter for 5 minutes. Read a single page of a book. Or send 1 text to a friend just to say you appreciate them. Any of these is a perfect first step. The trick is to start so small that you can't possibly say no.
And honestly, this might be the most important thing to remember. This whole process is not about doing it perfectly every single time. It is all about just showing up consistently. A small effort that you make every day is infinitely more powerful than some huge, perfect effort you make once and then give up on.
So I'll leave you with this question. As you finish listening, what is the one tiny, almost effortless 1% improvement you can make today? Don't overthink it. Just pick one little thing and do it, because that's how big changes really begin.